Welcome to the Atlaran Adventuring Company. This is the world of Atlaran. Beyond the Forgotten Realms and perhaps not far from Exandria, Atlaran and her two-moon sky have seen leviathans, dissolutions, divine gates, and calamities. And that's only the last 5,000 years. Perhaps most distinct for her scars, Atlaran is host to a number of sacred or cursed sites, depending on whether you ask Bahamut or Asmodeus. Or perhaps you'll ask the old Balin gods, whom the world herself and her moons and star are named after. These places, like Mount Gear, the Monomarig Meteor, Drozdana, the Dawn Deep Trench, the Shattered Continent, the Greenhall Sea, the entirety of Garrett Eldathos, they all play parts in the world's fate. But it's the people that truly shape it. And every so often, little windows of time, short glimpses into exceptional people's lives, are plucked from the midst of the chaotic centuries, and we call them stories. They're not always epics of heroism and bravery. Quite the contrary. Every hero was once a bumbling fool, or a selfish mercenary looking to make a platinum. Or, in most cases, both. And that brings us to our particular window in time, following in the footsteps of a scorned bard and her unlikely lone wolf companion. Or perhaps lone coyote is more apt.
Marin Veneer, a half-elven fighter with a love of freedom and gunpowder, and a former bard relearning her musical skills. Marin was the daughter to a frail sun-elf laundress who passed away when she was still young. Left to care for her half-sister Sylvie alone, Marin grew up far too fast. In her desperation to keep her sister from starving, Marin accepted help from the Alteras, and was lured into their poisonous web of abuse, theft, and murder. Forced to kill and torture often those unsuspecting and even undeserving. Eventually, Marin dared to question her adoptive father Alistair, and was slaughtered on the spot by her brothers just before she was 18. Sylvie was left to flee alone, but 10 years later, Marin awoke, revived by the Heidling cult. Sickly but determined, she recovered thanks to powerful magics and the apparent interest of Cynthia Moore, mother of the new king of the Arbiters, Silas Moore III. And, by Cynthia's order, Marin was given as a gift to Silas in the hopes that she would become his subservient partner, a suitable wife that would not question the Moore family thanks to her debt to them. Marin, however, had the spark of rebellion in her soul by then, and wasn't about to be controlled again. When Silas proved he supported her in the freedom of those crushed by the Arbiters, Marin reluctantly fell in love. Now with her fiancé at her back and the work to be done, Marin is ready for the long road ahead. She'll make sure no one suffers under the boot of the Arbiters or the Heidling cult ever again.
Kit, just Kit, a shifter, or elucier, of the Coyote Totem and mildly devout cleric of Savros, the Balin god of mischief and wanderers. Originally hailing from Amnoblin as part of a group of natives called the Manamar and Dalmaric, Kit's people have always been harassed by the Skull, or outsiders who seek to take their ancestral lands and waters. Kit's particular tribe was attacked when he was young, rendering himself and his brother Ren orphans, and forcing their tribe to flee their home continent altogether. They found refuge in Iroquel, but struggled to adjust to the change from subarctic to equatorial desert. Trusting in the sacred Mount Gear, heart of the world, to watch over them, Kit's people settled in the northern savannas. But Kit never settled. Aimlessly causing trouble to Skull and taking mercenary contracts to send money home since he was 15, Kit has become a person of interest to the Guild of Wardens, enforcers who help keep the common laws. Thanks to Dana Fioris, a former troublemaking comrade who eventually went straight and became a warden herself, Kit has quite the dossier with the wardens, and rarely struggles to find work at their guild. And now, alongside Sylvie, Kit has his own scores to settle with the Arbiters, though breaking apart an organization of kidnappers and slavers would be reason enough to destroy them. Oh, hi everyone!
Hi!
So I'm so sorry. I got completely lost. I started doing math in my head, and I was going through things that I need to do this week, and I just completely forgot we were streaming.
Wow. All right. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Atlaran Adventuring Company. I'm your Dungeon Master Taiylor Wallace, and joining me, I have Astro Knight.
Hello.
And Blake R. Wolfe.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back. We missed you. Well, we missed each other at very least.
Yes.
We were off last week, but that's okay. This week we got some shit to get to.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about at all.
I don't think there's anything for us to really worry about. I think it's fine.
Nah, it's a pretty normal
Yeah.
episode.
Well, last time, episode 28, game number 44, Severed Ties. You guys were in Erisholm on the morning of the 7th. Still cool. Marin,
We're having a real hard time here.
Yeah,
We're having a real hard
getting-
time understanding you.
No.
I know, I'm
Such
sorry.
a robot right now.
It's
can't
really-
do
No, I know.
anything.
Maybe we should do another meeting?
Yeah, do you want to try...
I could try.
Yeah, I say if you want to try going out and coming back in, because your video has been glitchy ever since we
Choppy.
started.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
We'll just sit here and talk. God has left
Yeah.
the meeting.
Yep.
Hey, God.
There is no God.
Bye, God.
We are in control now.
We are the masters!
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I had some of your pie. It was wonderful.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it.
Yep. I like it where you don't cook the apples all the way through and there's a little bit of crunch to them still. Like,
were they?
It's like, yeah, I loved it.
Oh, good. Okay. Because
great.
I just, the recipe is, almost 100 years old, honestly.
Oh, wow.
So I just do what it says. I do not change the recipe at
Right.
all.
Yeah.
We can see you a little better now.
Yeah. Can you
Let me
talk?
reopen all my shit.
Also, please ignore me rubbing my eyes constantly. I'm allergic to weather changes. So, everything. Yesterday it was headaches, and today my eyes just won't stop watering.
You're
Probably
allergic
dying.
to weather changes.
Well, it's because we went from 0 humidity and 15 degrees to 50 degrees and 80% humidity overnight, and now my whole
I have
body is
that
just
too.
oh God.
I have that too.
Yeah.
I haven't really noticed it so far, but
I've
when
been
it really
spending a lot
starts
of time
to,
outside.
yeah, that might be why I went outside for the first time in a week today. So
You can stay a year. We know.
no, I didn't.
No, that's not true,
Anyway,
because
it's not.
I gave Ash that pie a couple days ago or yesterday, and
Yeah, it was yesterday.
she went outside for her dog.
I did.
So I know.
I do go outside
She's
to take
been
my dogs
outside.
out. Yes.
Okay.
For 5.
Well, hopefully it builds up. I restarted my browser and everything.
Oh my God. Well, the whole time
Is
we're talking, nothing happens, and then as soon as you start speaking, it goes,
Yeah.
it gets into
Yeah.
robot voice. That is ridiculous.
I hate everything.
It's okay. We'll get through it.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. Man,
Man, maybe it's just your audio,
if I can.
or
I don't
the
think so, 'cause
combination of the
they're-
two.
Their video is also just
Yeah. Are you?
wonky.
Well, question: are you on Ethernet or are you on Wi-Fi?
I'm on Wi-Fi.
Okay. Might want to try an Ethernet cable.
I don't know if I have a cord long enough for that.
You can get them
let
on
me see.
Amazon for $8. When I mean
Well, that's
for
not gonna
later.
help right now.
Well, I know, but I'm just giving a suggestion for later. Because I just got a brand new Cat 7 cord, and it's fucking smooth. Love it. Smooth.
Hold on,
It's
I'm
also
getting the
fabric
Wi-Fi.
wrapped, and it's flat, so I can have it on the floor without worrying about it.
Yeah.
Which is nice, but because my apartment has 2 jacks and they're both in the same wall back there, so like it's gonna come across the living room to get here.
What? That seems counterproductive.
It's
to put them in the same wall. But...
Well, beforehand there was one next to the slider, and that was it. And so now there's 2, but they're like there's only 2 rooms to the apartment, so they're in the same wall, and it's on that side of the living room and the opposite side of my bedroom.
I understand.
So it's it kind of makes sense, but like it's also inconvenient because the sun shines on that wall, so it's like hot as fuck during the summer.
Yeah.
Working from home, 9 hours in the sun is like great in February, but like in July, it's terrible.
Yeah. My office, conveniently, the sun doesn't really shine directly on me where I have my desk. So
yeah,
that's kind of nice, but
yeah.
Okay,
hold on.
We're holding.
I do have a long enough cord. Hold on.
Yeah, we are holding. Confirmed. Hold confirmed. Hold.
Okay, is this any better?
Yes.
It feels a little better so far.
I hope. Okay. Knock on wood.
Does particle board count?
Sure.
Doesn't matter.
Still maybe.
So now it's wired in.
I think it's better.
It sounds better for now.
Yeah.
Okay, well my cats and I are gonna have to live with a wire running across the living room.
We were just talking about that. That is my life right now.
At some point, I don't know if I have an... No, I only have one cable thing, so I'm just gonna have to fucking put a doohickey over it to make sure nobody trips.
Oh. Put a rug.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. Just get a rug. Anyway, go ahead.
Don't they all say that that's like a horrible fire hazard?
To put a
rug over a cord?
Well, so it's an Ethernet cable. Like, the amount of electricity in an Ethernet cable is so minimal. I don't think you could even start a fire with it.
Yeah,
but like, if it was a power cord,
yeah,
that's a lot. That's 120 amp service. Like, that's a bit. But like, an Ethernet cable is like one tiny copper wire, maybe.
I just always remember from like elementary schools, like, don't put a rug over a cord, kids, because otherwise you're gonna die.
Definitely not a power cord, but like, you could probably chew on an Ethernet cable and not have any real concerns.
Okay. Well, that's good to know, because I was thinking that those Ethernet cords that look pretty tasty. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Taiylor.
Yeah, no, feel free. Are we playing D&D or what? What are you guys doing?
Yes, I want to so badly. So you guys started out last time, Jan 7th, in Erisholm. Marin had a little confrontation with Silas about her conversation with Delthair, and he went out to the seaside to yell at him.
As you do.
Let's see. Marin followed along, managed to keep her cool, and insisted that he had been manipulated and he just needed to talk to her about all this. Kit spent a little time talking to Bull, learning about his history as a pit fighter. Ro reappeared, came to get you guys and take you to Haven as a little shortcut, because I didn't think you guys really wanted to travel across the Arctic. Let's see. You guys all gathered up and teleported to a Crimson Hammer stronghold in the Jotun Circle, which is a minor order dedicated to Zerai, and Marin knew a couple fringe members of the group. You met Zarya, head of the Crimson Hammer, and she got you guys some sleds to get you out to Haven. On the way, you were attacked by a snow drake, which I realized halfway through the battle I forgot was a drake and not a dragon. So, whatever. Dragon. Silas got fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, it's like one of those things where like someone's like, I'm going to set off this flamethrower, and you go, okay, I'm going to stand right in front of it, you guys. Like, It's just poor choices.
I don't know. He was really far back. He was
very
keeping
far
his
back,
distance.
but lightning goes a long way.
Yeah.
You guys got to Haven, found it mostly barricaded in a rebellion, but found that the fighting seems to be at a stalemate for the moment. P.S. That is because of the holiday specifically. You guys got in, delivered some supplies for Zarya before you went to a mead hall to rest. Turns out Bull knew the hall owner. B is the name of one of the player characters from the Runaways. They chatted it up while Kit stuck with Lucan. Marin took Silas upstairs to rest. I did put a note in here that Kit noticed that Marin's eyes are a little strange, like the dappled blue over the red-orange is orbiting around the pupil. Marin and Silas talked about his codependence with Dulthair, and he ended up finally swearing off Dulthair, basically. He said, "I'm done." And he then subsequently passed out after Dulthair took everything away from him. I think I wrote down what he said to Silas. Oh yeah, he says, "It is regrettable. Think hard on what you will lose, Silas, and think of the things you will no longer have any power over."
What a fucking bitch. I hate that guy.
And as a final note for the episode, you guys noticed an aurora blazing in the night. It is the morning of Yond the 8th. It is still Yule until tomorrow. It's 10 days. Listen, in real life, Yule runs from the solstice to like January 2nd. So
I know. I think it's been like literal months for us. So it's just
in real life, yeah, but it is still. You guys wake up in the morning, and first of all, Marin, make a perception check.
Oh God.
With advantage.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. God, I rolled terrible on both of those. 9.
It is okay. It is hard to miss.
Okay.
So as you wake up well ahead of Silas.
Okay.
And as you're kind of like picking yourself up and getting around and taking a moment to think about the past couple of days and just how fucking, oh boy, this is going to be, you realize that Silas, who's asleep laying on his side, there's a little golden scroll laying next to him on the bed.
Oh.
And it is sealed with a red wax stamp that is a calligraphied O.
Oh, okay. I'll pick it up.
Oh no.
Can I investigate it to see if it's like cursed or something?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay.
I want to check to see if it's cursed. P.S. I already picked it up.
Well, no, if I open it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to open it first. 13.
No, it appears to be a normal piece of paper. Just the edges have gold leaf.
Okay.
It does not appear to be magical either.
I will break the seal on it and
Okay. You break the wax seal and unroll it, and it is an official letter from the Andalier Queen's Academy in Othedriel.
I thought it was from Hogwarts.
Very close, very close.
It's this world's Hogwarts.
Dear Mr. Moore.
No, it's this world's version of Beauxbatons for future secretaries.
Beauxbatons for future secretary. So Silas
Yeah.
is
Yes.
going to become a secretary.
Yeah, I don't think.
Sweet.
It's
what's
for
going on.
girls only. It's for girls only. Marin would know that Andalier
That
Queen's
happened.
Academy is where Justine goes to school.
Yes.
Oh.
All right. I will read it.
P.S. to anybody listening, Justine Moore is Silas Moore's little sister, youngest sibling, half sibling.
We've mentioned her a
We
few times.
we
know,
use
but-
little very lightly because if anybody notices her picture on the other section of the stream here, she's a behemoth.
She's really not. Like, this picture makes her look bigger than she is. She's tall, but she's actually, like, she's athletic, but she's not, like, crazy built. Like, that's not crazy built. That's not Yasha.
Yeah.
That's like hyper athletic, like Julian Michaels.
Still a behemoth.
Yeah.
She looks terrifying.
Julian Michaels, sorry. Do you read the letter?
Yes, I read the letter.
Okay. Well, let me read you what it says.
Okay.
It says, Mr. Silas Ephraim Moore III.
He has a middle name.
Ephraim?
He does, Ephraim, yes.
Ew.
It's been his middle name since I literally created him.
A terrible name. Oh my
Wonderful
god.
name. I love that name.
I think it was his grandfather's middle name too.
Yes,
You gave me
his
some
father's
shit.
and his grandfather's.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Silas E. Moore. There's been 3 of them. We regret to inform you of a dire emergency concerning Miss Justine Moore. She has gone missing, last seen on Yond 5th, accompanied by a stranger unknown to her friends and dorm mates. We have attempted to make contact with Mrs. Cynthia Moore regarding this development, but have received no response. As such, we are reaching out to you as Miss Justine's closest sibling. We at the Andalier Queen's Academy would like to apologize profusely for this breach in safety and security, and assure you that we will spare no expense in locating and, if needed, rescuing Miss Justine and returning her safely to school or home.
Oh my god.
Per the accounts of Miss Justine's friends and schoolmates, the stranger she was last seen with was a red-skinned tiefling with long black hair and single-curled right horn, the other broken. He appeared to be male by way of short beard and was tall and rather burly, wearing worn traveling clothes and mercenary-esque leather armor. One of the students believed she saw a bandage over his left eye and a number of somewhat fresh cuts, possibly caused by the same event that broke his horn. The Apothecary Wardens, Guard, and Royal Guard have all been given this description, as well as Miss Justine's. We do have reason to believe she may have been lured into running away by this individual, as her school bag and several belongings and articles of clothing were missing from her room. If you have any information about this individual, please let us know post-haste. If you received this message, please let us know by the most expedient manner you have access to. We will endeavor to find Miss Justine and make sure she is safe, and bring anyone responsible for her kidnapping to swift and harsh justice. Be well, and do let us know if there's anything else we can provide in this trying time. Headmaster Ulandiel Heradris, Andalier Queen's Academy.
I kind of just crumple up the letter and just go, fuck.
Add it to the plate.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to go leave anyway and go over to the guy's room.
Okay.
And knock on the door.
I believe you guys have 3 rooms, so I think Bull is rooming with Lucan.
I think they... Didn't she say last time that they all had 1 room?
Did they? I don't remember.
I think so.
Let's just say they have 2
Whatever.
other rooms.
Okay.
So I imagine Kit's probably in his own room.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go over to Bull and Lucan's.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, you're useless to me right now.
Wow.
Yeah, after you knock, you hear it's kind of early. You hear just kind of like and you hear lighter steps. You know it's Lucan. Walk up and open the door.
Little teeny
His
tiny
hair's
twin steps.
Yeah, little tip 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 tip.
He walks on barely one
His
toe.
little tiptoes. Yeah.
Tip tapping, tiptoeing up the way to the door.
And he's got like a robe on and like one of those long sleeping caps.
It's a
and,
sheer shawl, is what
Yeah.
it is.
Anyway, he walks up and opens the door. He has like thrown on like his sort of travel robe because he's not like completely dressed yet, but he's not like indecent either. And he kind of looks at you, his hair all tousled, and you see Bull is not in the room. He says, "Yes, good morning."
Good morning. Okay. I'm sorry, it's so early. Would you be able to... You can send messages, right?
I have to prepare my spells for the day, but yes, I can.
Prepare that real
Yes,
quick.
give me like 20 minutes to
Oh, God.
actually start thinking.
Okay, I guess I'll just sit here then.
Do you... Okay. And he, like, steps back into the room to go get his spell book.
I'll go, like, sit on Bull's bed or something and just kind of, like, sit there, like...
But Lucan goes up to the little, like, end table in the room and pulls out his spell book and just very quickly starts, like, picking out the ones he needs. Nobody ever goes into how wizards actually pick their spells, but I imagine it's like a 15-20 minute process in the morning when they're just like, okay, glyphs, yes, take a sticky note.
Yeah.
Just,
Yield
or
sticky
draw
note.
it on their arm.
Sticky note. Oh, Mulan style. They're just like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine each wizard does it their own way, but, like, I know Lucan probably has, like, a little miniature book that he keeps his in, and Justine totally, like, Mulan's it with hers.
For sure.
She's just, like, in the middle of battle, and she's like, ah!
Reflect before you snack.
You snack. Act.
Anyway, after like 10 minutes or so, as he's gone through and you see him get to what he's looking for, you actually hear a message in your head.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
You hear...
Oh, fuck.
Marin, darling, it's Justine. Finally got hold of this bloody spell. They don't teach it at school, don't like us messaging in class. Miss you?
That's it?
That's it.
There's only
It's
25 words.
Oh, that is exactly 25 words.
I, out loud, so Lucan hears this, I'm like, Justine, where the fuck are you? This is the worst time for you to do any of this. That's it.
Okay. Lucan looks up in the middle of this. He's like, am I still needed?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And he finishes up real quick. And says, all right, who am I messaging and what am I saying?
All right, well, I was going to message the person who just messaged me, but that's off the table now. Well, I hope she gets back to me. Anyway, I need you to send a message to Ansem.
All right.
I need you to ask him if he hasn't already left his place to get up to Haven, to bring with him the biggest gun that he has on hand.
Oh.
Akin to the Overwatch, but if he can't get anything that sophisticated, then it's fine.
Ye old rocket launcher.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, he quick casts the spell into the air and sort of pushes the glyph forward and mutters the gist of the message to Ansem. And after a few seconds, he repeats what Ansem says and says, he says he's been unexpectedly held up. Some things are happening that he needs to deal with, things more pressing than his husband.
That's concerning. Okay.
Yes, he's not giving any detail. He's being rather short.
Great. Awesome. Cool. Okay.
And then, you hear in your head, as Justine gets back to you and says, where are you, darling? I'm looking for you. You're in Haven, right? If you see a red tiefling with a broken horn, just walk right up to him. And that's all you hear.
Justine, if you are in town, this is literally just the worst time. The worst time ever. What do we know the name of the place that we're staying at?
It is I don't know.
Fussy meerkat.
No, they don't know what meerkats are up here.
The fussy polar bear.
The fussy penguin.
Oh, I like the fussy penguin.
No.
Oh, sorry.
It just sounds like a children's book.
I love it. Let's write it. I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
It would probably be with the theme of Haven, traditional Haven. So it'd probably be like Pilgrim's Respite.
Okay. We're at Pilgrim's Respite, but wait a couple of hours before you just show up, okay? And that's it.
And she answers you back almost right away this time. She says, well, okay. Nice to hear from you too. And that's all you get.
I'm sorry, it's just a little stressful over here. I will explain when you get here. Love you. That's
She doesn't have any more. And Lucan just stares at you like,
okay.
just Silas's sister? Just
Yeah. Yep, that's a little complication that has been added on to my shit Sunday today.
Siblings are just the worst for you, aren't they?
Yeah,
Well.
thanks.
Like, for me too, honestly, but
You know, any other time I'd love to hear from her, but it's just yeah. Okay. Well,
is it because of Cynthia? What's going on? Is
Not-
something
I will explain to everyone at breakfast or in a more private area. Stuff is going on, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Nothing is ever fine when you say that, I found.
Okay. Well, it was good to talk to you, Lucan. Great talk.
It's like, well, if you need anything else, just let me know.
Okay, I will, and I'm gonna leave.
Okay. As you come out, you see Bull coming down the hall. He is partially covered in melting snow, but he just walks in, just looking pretty chuffed with the day.
You're back from your morning jog?
Yeah, I fell.
Oh.
Of course you did.
It's just so cute.
And he walks up to you and he just towers over you, but he gives you this smile. He's like, "You okay? You look kind of stressed out."
God, Bull, if I hear one more person today, and I don't even think anyone's even asked me if I was okay today, but if one more person asks me if I'm okay, I'm probably gonna just explode. So yes, I'm fine. That's not very convincing. All right.
Then I won't ask you again. But do you want a hug?
Yes.
And he just hugs you, big old bear hug, big old bugbear hug.
Yeah.
It's very swaddling and very nice.
Not
So
quite
Kit,
crying, but I am like
Yeah.
I'm like on the verge of like stress crying.
Yeah, Kit, you open your door and you just see this in front of you.
You guys need to get a room.
Oh God!
Shut up, Kit.
Fuck off, Kit.
Hey, Marin, how are you? You doing okay?
All right.
Bull just hugs you just a little tighter.
I don't know. It's weird. You seem a little stressed. There's just something. It's like in the air. There's like this
My hand
electricity.
is like on my gun. I'm pulling
Your
my
arm just like pinned at your sides, just like, no, don't do it.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine.
He does the chin po thing to you where he's just like, it's okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Mulan references
Yeah, there
today.
is.
Yeah. It's weird. Okay. I take a few breaths. I'm like, everything is fine. I will discuss this more at breakfast. And then I go back to my room.
Okay.
Huh.
What you doing today, Kit?
I'm going to breakfast.
Okay, so you just fuck off downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, what else am I gonna do? And like go in the Marin's room and bug her some more?
Well, yeah.
Good.
Bull turns and follows you, and Lucan follows in short order. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you go downstairs.
19.
as you get downstairs, this long, sort of arched. No, this one doesn't have an arch because it's the bottom floor. This long hallway with kind of a low ceiling with the support pillars everywhere. You guys find a table that's going to be big enough for everybody. There's not a whole lot of people in here at the current moment because it's still fairly early. But one of the 2 bars is open, and you manage to at least get an order going to start bringing out food for breakfast. And of the other people that are in here, you see a number of Dulmaric people just sort of scattered through, several of them in like pairs or trios. But one person does stick out to you. Okay. Sitting in one of the corners, very Strider-esque, is a red tiefling. And you notice him not necessarily because he's the only tiefling, but because he has one curled like ram-style horn and the other one is sheared off at an awkward angle, and he's missing his eye on the same side. And he's just kind of sitting there with a plate of half-eaten food in front of him. He looks exhausted. His leather he's wearing some leather armor, but not a lot. It's really scarred up and scuffed. He just looks like he's enjoying sitting still for a moment.
Huh. Well, that doesn't mean anything to me.
That's true.
It's just an odd stick out of nowhere kind of thing.
I note them. Okay, so I have one question here because I wrote down a lot of notes last time and none of them make any sense to me.
Okay.
There's like a bunch of names of things that I don't understand. With the Crimson Hammer?
Crimson Hammer was the name of the Zerai dedicated group that helped you guys get to Haven with the sleds.
Yes.
You're done with them. You've delivered the supplies for them.
That's right. And then okay, that just made all the pieces click into place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, why I have called Kenna for help, but I can't remember what we were supposed to call her for help for. Oh, to find Lucan's brother?
Yeah.
I think we were all planning on talking to her at some point.
Yeah.
If I recall, there was some, I don't remember if it was one of you guys or one of the NPCs that suggested it, but it was Bull who said he wanted to take a look around Haven, and of course Kenna is at the Monomarg unless she's like on business somewhere else, so she's not very far away.
Okay. All right. So, did Bull and Lucan come down with me?
Yep, they're sitting with you.
Okay. I guess I'll turn to them and I'll be like, so are we going to the crater today?
I mean, if you guys want to. I know, like, temples and stuff don't really interest most of you, but they're pretty cool too. And, I mean, seeing the Monomarg for most people is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, unless you made a pilgrimage here. So that's pretty cool. Oh, the art is really gorgeous.
Okay.
I know we got like stuff to do, but I also think we haven't like enjoyed anything for a while, so that might be nice.
You know, I have this sneaking suspicion that enjoying things is just not in the cards for us, but we'll see.
Well, we can try.
We can try. Lucan, do you have the message spell for today?
Message or sending?
Message.
You do know message only goes 100 feet, right?
Sending.
Yes.
Okay. We want to try to maybe find your brother if we can.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should call out to Kenna.
Do we want to use a spell on that, considering she is...
Oh, I guess we could just go see her.
Yes.
Okay. Also, real quick, the postcards that we got out of game, we don't have those yet, right?
Not yet.
Well, it's fun that you mentioned that, because I asked you guys to remind me. As as you're talking about this, Bull kind of like perks up suddenly. He's like, oh, I found something weird last night. And he reaches into his pocket and shows you these burned shreds of paper. Says, these are like half burned in our fireplace in our room. I don't really know. I can read them, but they don't make any sense to me.
I will.
And he lays them out for you.
I will take them.
For anybody watching, I sent these guys in real life postcards with some fun shit on them, and I made a graphic just for the stream.
Ooh.
It's really shitty, but it works.
It's not shitty.
No.
Can you blow it up to fill most of the screen?
Yeah.
Thanks. Perf.
It's meant to be messy and hard to read because it's partially burned and kind of smudged. But to anybody who can't read the horrible cursive because it was intentional, I promise my cursive doesn't actually look that way. There is a black circle with a set of abbreviations around it and one in the center. And those abbreviations correspond to several names. It says Prep for Dothriel 5th. It has the letters TD crossed out and says temp replaced by GW. And then it says GW Courser, MF Arza, RM Vanderlind, AS Svarn, HF Lucas, SM Haldir, ZV Avery, JY Moore, and KS Miller. The notes at the bottom say TD inoperative, all but Moore and Lucas captured. GW must be ready by Dothriel 4th, and gifts must be in place by the 3rd.
Okay. All right. I start looking over that while we're waiting for Marin and Silas to show up.
Upstairs. So Marin, as you get back into your room, Silas is starting to very, almost worryingly slowly kind of wake up. Like he's taking a second to get his senses back. But when he finally sits up, in the light of morning, you start to see like just how much more gaunt he is. It's like you went from kind of sickly to healthy, and then he just went the other way. Mm-hmm. He was already pretty thin. And you notice his eyes they've still got their color, but they've sort of like faded a little bit, like they've lost some of their saturation. And he sits up and sort of rubs his eyes and his head for a minute and kind of looks around like he doesn't remember where he is, and then slowly it comes back to him.
I think you should probably take it easy a little bit.
That would probably be smart.
How do you feel?
About as good as I look. I imagine I look awful.
You look fine.
And he picks himself up and starts getting dressed. You notice him as he's pulling on some of his usual like everyday wear. He goes to like he puts grabs his hand and like feels for his ring, and then realizes it's not there, and he just continues about his business.
I didn't tell anybody about that. I figured I would leave that up to you. How you want to go ahead and break that bit of news.
And he stops as you say that, and he says, I don't want to tell anyone about it.
You don't want to tell anyone. They're gonna figure it out.
I know.
I can go down and lay the groundwork if you don't want to have to deal with that.
No, you don't have to protect me from my own shame and embarrassment.
No, that's not what I'm... That isn't what I was offering. I was just offering...
I know.
I don't know.
But that's what it would be if I said yes.
All right. I'm gonna get the shitty stuff out of the way.
And he turns and faces you.
I don't like strawberries. And I know that when we first started living together, you would order them all the time into the house, thinking that I liked them, but I was just really, I didn't want to turn down food, and you kept thinking that I loved them, and you kept getting them in, and I felt too embarrassed to tell you that I hated them. So there you go, I hate them. I don't like spiders because when we were kids, Sylvie put one on my face when I was sleeping and it bit me, and my eye swelled up for like a week, and it was really embarrassing. So I don't know how many people I killed for the Arbiters. I lost track. And a lot of them didn't deserve it. And I try not to think about it too much. And if you want me to go into the details of, you know, the worst of it, I'll tell you. That's fine. I lied to you about Senna for all the reasons that I said I did. I wanted to protect you and I was scared of you finding out, but also I wanted to keep something from you because I felt like you knew too much about me and it scared me. And I felt like the little bit of control that I did have was slipping away with how much more you knew about me than I knew about you. So I wanted a secret that I could keep from you. And that was childish and stupid. And I regret it. And I'm sorry. And Dolthair and all of that scared me so bad the other day that I actually went to Kit and asked him if worse came to worse to leave you here if you reacted badly to me confronting you about it. And I feel really stupid and I should have trusted you more. Sorry.
Marin... What?
That's it. Thing that I've ever kept from you. I mean, details and stuff like that, but
I
don't have any other secrets, so I'm trying to clean this. I'm trying to put all the cards on the table so that eventually you'll put all yours out there too.
Oh.
And it doesn't have to be right now. I know that you're going through something, but
why I don't even know. Why are you being nice about this?
I'm trying not to be. Oh, never mind. That's not what I meant. I'm not trying. Look, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I'm fucking pissed at you, okay? I asked you a couple days ago if you had anything that you wanted to say to my face, and you said no. And so finding out from Dolthair about some of that stuff, It did shake my trust in you. It scared me. I'm not gonna lie about that, but I understand that it's nuanced and that you didn't mean to do it to be awful or anything like that. I get it. But there's gonna have to be some groundwork to do if you want to try and repair some of that. So all cards do have to be on the table at some point.
Okay.
Like I said, it doesn't have to be right now, but if I ever ask you if there's anything that you want to tell me and you say no and I found out otherwise, we're gonna have a massive problem. Okay?
Okay. I'll try to figure out how to say it.
I know it's hard, but I just want to know how I can help better, too.
Why? I don't understand the way you think.
What are you talking about?
Why do you want to help me?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe I'm in love with you? Maybe that's what I agreed to when we got married?
I don't think marriage vows encompass marrying a murderer.
That wasn't you. That was him.
No, it was...
No, I know what you're going to say, but it wasn't. Now, honestly, Silas, what you did last night took so much bravery.
No.
Yes.
No, absolutely not. I'm
gonna walk over to him and I'm going to take his hands and I'm gonna be like, yes, it did. The cowardly thing to do would have been to stay in that deal.
I didn't do it because I'm brave or whatever. I did it because the only thing I fear more is, well, in a way, you. Not that I don't think you would do anything to me, but you have far more power to leave a lasting mark than he does. And I guess I don't want to disappoint you again. I'm more scared of that than him.
I don't want you to view it that way. I don't want to scare you into doing things. I
think it's safe to say, Marin, that I don't know how healthy relationships work.
I mean, neither do I. We're figuring this out together.
I think you're a little further ahead of me.
I don't know about that. Honestly, Silas, I'm barely holding myself together right now, and
Out of anger or something else?
I don't know. I am mad at you. Don't get me wrong.
All right to be.
But you're in the same position I'm in, or I was in. And I can't keep blaming you for that.
No.
I'm not going to convince you that you're not a horrible person in one conversation. I know that, but you're not.
We'll see what I am on my own.
I look forward to it.
I'm terrified.
I know. But I'll be there. I'm excited to see who you're going to be.
To watch me flounder.
I'm excited to see what you're going to do by yourself.
Panic.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't tell you the next thing then.
Oh no, what?
No, maybe nope, we're doing the honesty thing. We're doing the whole your sister.
Oh god. Oh no.
Yeah,
I already don't like this.
she may or may not be here. Yeah, I know.
Oh. My god.
Yep, that's what I said too. But it's okay. We're gonna do this together. It'll be fine. I already yelled at her. What?
Where?
Where? I don't know. She said she was in Haven. I told her where we're staying.
Hey, Justine. Oh.
I know. It's not.
How?
Yeah, well, right before I figured that out, there was a letter that got delivered to you saying that the Apothecary Academy, they said she ran away.
So she's not here with Mother.
No. Apparently, they couldn't get a hold of Cynthia. Which I found a little weird.
Yeah.
Especially because they couldn't get a hold of her, but they could get a hold of you. Like,
they sent a letter?
Yeah. I'll pull it out.
And he takes, he says, oh, but then they would have been able to get one to her.
I know, it's...
They have a system that Jess Hassan invented. It sends letters magically.
Could that possibly mean that she's... You don't think she's dead?
No. No.
Well, why else wouldn't she be able to... I think we would have known, right?
Unless she's doing something she can't answer them. We need to find Steen immediately.
What was that you cut out?
He said we need to find Justine immediately.
Yeah, I told her where we were, but I told her to give us a couple hours because we still have to. Okay, how are we going to? I know you don't want to tell everybody, but they're going to figure it out, so we should. I can go down and just be like, listen, here's the deal, and if you don't want to answer any questions, I'll shoot them
Uh,
if they try to ask.
no. No. I need to be a big boy now.
Okay. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
I don't know why. And he just kisses you and hugs you and steps out. And you guys make your way downstairs. At the boys' table. At the boys' table, you guys see a not healthy looking Silas, a little more gray, a little more gaunt, coming down the stairs with Marin. And as the two of you come down, Kit, you will notice that tiefling in the corner looks over and that one eye gets a little bit bigger, like he's watching them.
Hi, Silas.
Good morning.
Did you not sleep well, or?
Actually, I fell asleep very early yesterday and didn't wake up till about 30 minutes ago.
Okay. Sorry, I had to process that. You broke up a little bit.
Yeah, you're starting to break up again.
I know. I thought we
So
fixed it.
It was going really well, and now it's not.
Yeah. So you kind of look like shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I follow Silas down too, so I imagine I've joined.
Listening to this.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, there's a guy over there, like in that general direction.
I look over.
He's red. You can't miss him. He's been
He's
staring at us.
Fuck.
He's
All right.
not hiding the fact that he's staying either. He's, in fact, particularly looking at Marin.
Yeah. Also, both found something really weird.
Okay, hold that thought. I'm gonna walk over to the tiefling.
Oh, okay.
And he watches you approach.
Hey, you probably know who I am, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. Where is she?
I believe she's inside of the crater currently.
Okay. Cool. I don't know why I
I'm
came over
here
here. I
to-
told her to give you a couple hours, but whatever.
Well, she sent me to guide you to her if you would like, at your leisure.
Couldn't understand that.
Yeah.
Why, Xfinity? Why? Why? Is it always Saturday? Never happens while working. Nothing. Hold on, 1 second.
Okay. What song is this?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's nothing.
Ooh, someone pre-ordered another copy of my book.
Hey! Look at you!
I know, I just like... You guys were having a moment, so I was like, I should check my stats. Because, you know, the more you look at stats, the more money you make.
The more it changes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, especially when Amazon only updates it every 4 hours. So
Right.
the more you look at it, the faster it goes. Also, I just realized that my eyebrow moves so much while I'm talking.
I noticed that like right then. I was like, whoa, that's some fun eyebrows.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's going.
I do that all the time. Like I rewatch these and I'm like, holy shit, my eyebrow's just over here doing its thing.
Yeah, right.
Like it's like, ugh.
I don't even know I'm doing it.
Yeah. See, I just did it. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if that's gonna help anything, but fuck it.
You look more clear and sound more clear, so.
It's gonna last for 5 minutes, but anyway, what was I? What?
I was like,
You said
oh,
something
I told.
about Justine's at the crater.
Yeah, Justine's at the crater.
Yes, he said that she sent him to take you to her if you would like, but at your leisure.
Okay, cool. We'll just take like 15 minutes or something. Well, longer than that. We have to eat food. We'll let you know.
No, please take your time. I'm in no hurry.
Okay, cool. I'll walk back over to everybody else. Okay, sorry. Just took care of some stuff. No. Okay. So we have some stuff that we need to talk about, like lots of stuff. Silas, you want to sit down? Let's get food. Let's
Yeah.
Please.
Silas takes his seat, and the bar people, waiters, whatever the fuck they're called, the bar attendants. People. I forget what they're called. It's people who they're not like waiters.
Yeah,
but they're bar people. Huh?
No,
I know.
Whatever. One of the. Well, yes, but they don't really just attend the bar.
Oh,
they're like waiters, but for a bar.
I'm Googling.
Waiters.
There's a name for them, because waiters are specifically like at a restaurant. They like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Wait staff.
Sure.
A bar waiter? What is a bar waiter? It just says bar waiter.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go with wait staff because it's nice and gender neutral. Who cares?
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, some of the wait staff bring out more food for you guys and drinks and whatnot. And once you're all set, Silas is looking down at the food in front of him, not terribly interested. And the rest of you can see that he is, shall we say, troubled.
I'm kind of picking at my food too.
He is skinny.
He's very skinny.
He's so skinny.
He looks among the other three and says, I do not have access to my magic anymore.
Cool. Yeah, that's a choice.
I kind of look over at Kit and like give him like the be nice look.
I see her and I'm like, I am so happy for you. Good job.
Okay, sure.
I look at Marin. I'm like,
just out in the open, just yeah. He says, I'm
so good at this.
I broke my contract with my patron, so it's not coming back.
I look back at Marin and then back to Silas, like, congratulations.
Okay, you don't have to be that enthusiastic about it. Like,
warmest regards.
My condolences.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Chrysler. Happy Crisis.
Happy crisis.
Indeed. But Bull looks over at Silas. Bull looks over at Silas. He says, "Is that like is that a good thing, Silas?" And Silas doesn't really respond. He looks at Marin instead.
In the long run, it's going to be a good thing. But there's going to be a little interim where maybe the rest of us have to pick up a little bit of slack.
Oh.
It'll be fine.
Bull shrugs. He's like, okay.
I mean, that's fine. Do we want to maybe stop somewhere and get, like, every healing potion they have?
Oh, trust me, I have a list. Yeah.
But
Maybe there's a place with
Lucan-
scrolls.
Well, yeah. We'll get stuff.
Lucan says, well, Silas, if you need, if you want to learn magic on your own, I'd be happy to help. There's more than just patron magic. And Silas sort of half nods, and he says, I'm going to get used to being physically useful first.
Cool. Well, Bull does go running every single morning, so, you want to throw some chin-ups in there.
We're just going to Ford the fuck out of him, aren't we?
And, maybe you could start eating some protein, because your muscle mass is, 0. We're going to eat up, buddy. You got this.
And Silas sort of looks among the other three and is just kind of not sure at how, okay everybody seems to be at this. Says, thank you. I'll try to be useful again quickly.
You will. It'll be good. And we can all carry our own weight. It's all good.
Yes.
Huh. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's out of the picture. Okay.
Well.
Or no, not out of the picture.
No,
That's not what I meant. Whatever. Sorry. If you didn't notice, I'm a little stressed out this morning because...
No, not at all.
Nope, didn't notice.
Cool. Great. Thanks, guys.
Anytime.
In addition to this little thing that's going on, for one thing, I have found out from Lucan that Ansem is not going to be joining us anytime soon. So that's an issue.
NPC management.
I know. For another thing, Silas' sister is in town.
Oh.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And Bull's like, oh, that's fun. And Silas is like, no.
It's, you know what? We're taking everything that we're getting thrown at us and we're handling it.
And about that moment, you just hear wham as the front door just slams open and in walks a tall, beautiful, athletic young woman with blonde hair. The last time you saw her hair was black, like Silas's. But she just strides in sort of fur-trimmed Arctic gear. A lot of blues and grays and blacks.
Oh no.
She just strides in and looks around, spots you guys, and just grins and just tromps her way over.
It's the Avatar.
Yeah, that did come off kind of like Cora, except she's super pale. She's super pale and blonde.
Okay. It's
Speak of the devil. Hi, Justine.
Justine just marches up and she grabs Silas from behind and just squeezes him. He's like,
oh, be careful. Be careful. Oh, he's so fragile.
Okay, no.
And Justine, lets go. She's like, hi, Silas. And he's like, hello, Justine. And she just puts her head on his shoulder. She says, hello, everybody.
Oh, God.
You were taking too long.
Great.
Taking too... I don't know that you told her to wait an hour, but taking too long...
I
she
did
was
tell
the one
you
who was
to wait
supposed to
a couple
fucking
of
wait.
hours. I did tell you to wait a couple of hours. I also told your friend over there we needed a hot second to... Okay, it's okay. Well, you're here, so what can I do about that? Nothing.
Well, it's nice to see you too after almost half a year, Marin.
It really is good to see you, Justine. It's great. I'm glad that you're here.
What is happening? I expected excitement.
Oh, it's just marital strife.
No, it's... What are you talking about?
Whoa, what? And Silas is like, oh, I didn't message her.
I didn't mention that when I talked to her either. Oh, fuck.
And Justine's like, you married him?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, to be fair, it's obvious that she just has a thing for, like, skinny vampire people.
Well, then why didn't you marry me? We're closer in age, technically.
Short, skinny vampire people.
He's very tall.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
and so
he's
is she.
super tall.
Yeah, she's like a couple inches shorter than him.
Oh.
But she just like pulls up a chair, turns it around backwards and sits on it, crosses her arms over the back of it.
Oh,
she's just like this real boisterous.
Oh god, she is bi as hell.
We'll see.
No, for sure. At least.
She leans on the chair and she like steals some bacon from the platter in the middle of the table and she's like, well, I know you said to wait a while, but you're taking too long, so here I am.
Cool. Great. Awesome. Wonderful.
I hold my hand out. I'm like, hi, I'm Kit.
Hi, Justine. And she shakes your hand. Very strong grip.
Oh, wow. Ouch. I still have my one hand like tucked in my shirt, so I'm like, but
yeah.
Hi.
And she looks over at Bull, who she immediately is like, oh, like, whoa. And he's like, hi, I'm Bull. Just his catchphrase.
Yes.
Yep. And she's like, Bull. And she reaches out a hand to shake his, and his hand like encompasses hers entirely. And she turns and looks at Silas and says, I'm sorry, dear brother, but you look like shit. What happened to you?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
A lot happened. Which I just got done explaining. Sort of.
Would you like me to sum it up?
Sure.
Okay. So Silas broke his contract with his patron and lost all his magical powers.
Oh, did you piss him off? And Silas is just like, no,
It was a choice he made.
Oh, you stood up to him. Look at you. And she's just real patronizing, and he's like,
I like her.
Justine, shut up. And she's like, no, I haven't talked to you in months. I'm not going to shut up now. Anyway, about the rest of you. What are you doing here?
I could ask the same thing for you.
Exploring.
Okay. So, I get a fun little...
That's technically a lie, but whatever.
I get a fun little note this morning saying that you ran away.
I didn't run away.
Okay. Explain.
I'm 17. I can decide where I go to school. I dropped out.
I just had a Little Mermaid moment. She's like, but Daddy, I love him. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're 5 years old.
Right.
But she says, I dropped out. I just didn't tell them.
Okay, well, that would have been helpful so that we didn't... Also, where's your mother?
Fuck if I know. Fuck if I care.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Silas, is Justine on the same page about your mother as we are?
For the most part, yes.
Oh, okay, cool. That's all I needed to know.
And Justine kind of shrugs. She's like, well, I wouldn't be torn up if she were to, say, fall into a grinder, but I'm not out to do anything to her.
Aha.
Uh-huh.
She, like, takes a second. She's like, that was clever.
Thank you, yeah.
I love how chummy these two already are.
Just needed another asshole.
Yeah, no, that's what I need. That's all I need in life.
But Silas looks at her and says, we're tech, and he kind of looks around the room and leans over to her, and you can just hear him whisper, we're sort of here to get rid of her. And Justine's eyes get kind of wide. She's like, oh, well, look who grew a spine.
God, I love her so much.
And Silas is just like incredulous about this, and it's like, Justine, what? And she's like, well, Silas, let's be honest here. You don't do things like this. You talk your way into and out of things. You don't actually pick up the gun yourself most of the time.
Well, we are going... It's going to be a group effort. We're not going to just let... It is going to... We're going to kill her. She's going to die.
Say it a little louder, darling.
Oh my god.
Do you want any help?
Sure.
Because I mean, I don't need to kill her, but I mean, I wouldn't be angry if she was gone.
That would be lovely, thank you.
Silas is just kind of like...
She's an adult, Silas. She can help us out.
She's 17.
She's still an adult.
That's
She's
technically
17.
an adult in this world.
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
But think about the quality of life.
Listen. I'm leaning in really close to him, and I'm like, you really want to try and make a decision for her? Do you think that's going to go over well? She's going to do it anyway.
She doesn't... I don't think she realizes the consequences of this.
I get that, but what are we going to do? Lock her up in a room and tell her to stay put? No, we're not going to do that.
No, that wasn't me thinking about doing it.
Okay, oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice.
It's okay.
I don't want to do to her what Mother has done to her.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I forgot. Okay.
It's alright.
This morning is going awful.
And Justine shrugged. She's like, I don't know, I'm having a rather nice morning.
If you want to talk about awful, let's talk about this piece of paper that Bull found that has their last name on it.
What?
Hey, let's come back to the paper.
Justine, like, leans over the table. She's like, what paper? And Bull slides it over. And she's like, oh.
Yeah, so...
Shit. What is this?
This looks bad.
Yeah, so... Ash, how do we want to do this? Do we want to role play this entire thing, or do you just want to start going through all the shit that we started to figure out?
Okay, well, I don't know. I will say Marin looks at the top of the note and is like, Dothriel V, that's Delendane. That...
How far away is that?
That, I'll actually jump you over to the calendar.
Couple months away, I believe.
It is the second month of the year, so it is about 50, a little bit less than 50 days away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or wait, hold on.
It's longer than that.
No, it is a little less than 50 days, because that's Dothriel V that is currently Yond the 8th.
So it's like it's like 40
What the fuck?
days away.
My brain. Yeah, a little bit less than 50.
47 days away, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, am I looking at it wrong?
What?
Because it looks like there's a lot longer.
Oh god, I forgot about the other months of winter.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, no, there's
Jesus.
Valder, Orn, Thurin,
It's a lot.
and Dieth. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 months away.
Okay, so we've got like 122 days.
Yeah,
I forgot my own calendar.
We have several months.
Okay.
That's so. Delendane is when the cult resurrects new walkers.
Oh.
No, it is when they sacrifice people.
Okay.
Oh, when
Same
they
difference.
sacrifice the
It's
redheaded stepchildren.
Not the same difference. You can't sacrifice somebody to Algar Hydaelyn and then resurrect them as a
Well-
walker the same day.
Don't they like just bring the people back the next day then?
It depends on what they're going to use them for. You don't have enough information to really know how this works, but I would say you know enough to know that when they're making walkers, it takes a while. And basically the longer it takes, the more powerful they are.
You gotta stew them.
Yes,
Yeah,
quite
okay.
literally.
Quite
You need to
literally.
soak them in the blood.
Okay. Well, that's when they sacrifice people in the ritual to make new walkers.
Okay.
So,
I've been looking at this piece of paper, and it kind of occurred to me that the black circle might represent Amnobalin. Because it says,
That
we
makes
know that the
sense.
cistern in Taldanost was put out of commission, and TD is what's crossed off.
yeah. And the
But-
rest of them all make sense given the position on
Mhm.
the map there.
They're all town names.
Yeah. Rhyme and
Yes.
Jotun Circle in the center, and yeah.
I'm not sure
It's
what
JY, not JC.
I'm not sure what JY stands for, but
Mm.
if it's in the correct placement, that means it's here in Haven. Or
Yeah.
at least here in the comet or whatever, the meteor circle, whatever.
And all but Moore and Lucas captured. That means that I don't know a lot of these names.
Well, it's Votsek
But-
Lucas, probably.
Yeah. But that also probably means they have Courser already,
Yeah.
which is bad.
Bull glances down at the page. He says, well, I know that I'm going to assume that, like, AS stands for Ardsvan. And the name there is Svan, so it might be the Jarl or someone they're related to. I mean, assuming they keep the name of the town, which normally the Jarls do. Like the Jarl down in Siga Rayfair, her family name is Rayfair.
Yeah. It sounds
and-
like these people are all big people.
If you guys want to make a history check.
Yeah.
Yes. Some of the names even sound familiar to me, like Avery and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah, I got a 9.
I got a 9.
Okay. Some of these names are famous. Obviously, Courser rings a bell because of Vinrith.
Yeah.
Lucas, obviously, the Votsek Lucas and his family. More, obviously. Svarn is indeed the family name of the Jarl's clan in Ardsvarn. In ZV, Zelvranic, the name Avery is fairly famous. Avery is a Skull family a Kulo family. Like their entire clan has been sort of accepted as Kulo because they helped with freeing the town of Colm in the past couple decades. Or wait, hold on. No, sorry, past year. The town of Colm had been taken over by arbiters and was about to be sold to the Haldron Company. And the Avery clan, who are like these badass, like Scottish style clan of warriors, just fucking swept in there and kicked all their asses out. And so they are Kulo forever, essentially.
Question.
But they're from Zelvranic. What?
And this is like Kit to Bull or to the rest of them because I don't... Or would Kit know the name of the town that Santa Claus is at?
Oh, Ingmir?
Ingmir. Yeah, that's his name.
I don't remember what its name was.
Okay, so it's not the JY then.
No,
Okay.
I can't remember the name of it, but it did not have a JY in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and your history check wouldn't tell you what JY might stand for either.
Yeah,
So
that's okay. I can ask Kenna.
Okay. Well, this seems bad.
yeah, I'd agree.
I think we can rule out Cynthia being a sacrifice because
Yeah.
she's not technically a Moor, but you two are.
It could be one of the other siblings, but honestly, with how important all of these people are, I highly doubt it.
Do you think Cindy's gonna pass up a chance to sacrifice one of her own kids?
No.
Yeah, that sounds like something she'd do.
And you hear Justine very quietly go, "Bitch."
You said it, not me.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We were all thinking it.
So obviously we've got a while, but we can't save Votsec Lucas. And to be perfectly honest, if they want to kill him, that's fine. That's cool. But
No, well, it's not cool and fine because if they bring him back as a walker,
then have
they
control
have
of the Huldron Company.
Exactly.
Which, P.S., by the way, Hullsford, Hullsford? I don't remember. Let me check the map.
I'm looking. Hjolmenir?
Hullsford, opposite side of the continent from Hjolmenir.
Oh,
Hullsford is named after the Huldron Company, Hullsfjord, because they own the entire fucking place.
Is that
Great.
the one that he lines up with on the thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
that Lucas is associated with.
Okay.
Yeah, the towns, just to make sure it's clear which ones are which, the towns are Taldunost, which is crossed off, Gjallar Wraith, Morrigan's Fjord, Rhyme, Ardsfarn, Hullsfjord, Kerskull, Staffen Marga, and Zelvranik, and then a JY somewhere near the center. Of which there is no mention on the map.
We need to go into the crater.
Yeah.
We also need to keep these children with us at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Excuse me?
I am I'm older than you, like marginally.
By what? Like 2-3 years?
Yes, exactly, actually. So good for you. You could do math.
Excuse me?
I like you so far, so like watch it, sister.
It's Silas. It's just like and Justine just kind of like, not hard, but like deer kicks him in the shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just
like the two knuckles, like, gah!
yeah. She's like, Jesus Christ, you're bony. Anyway.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So,
And she just shoves a plate of bacon toward him.
I'm slightly concerned that all of these seem to be high-profile people. Obviously, they're going to make walkers with them, probably, but do we know if they could do anything else besides just make walkers with them? And they must be able to do it fast, because Votsec Lucas, like, people are going to notice.
Somebody catch me up. What the fuck is a walker?
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, man.
So, your mom is involved in some cult shit.
That's not surprising.
Heidelin cult shit.
Uh-huh.
Alarming, not surprising.
Okay.
And the whole reason that Silas and I are together is because she and her former plaything were... Her Wedna was my adopted mother. She essentially gave me over to Cynthia, resurrected me from the dead. I died, by the way.
Oh no, I know that. I just
oh.
didn't know how that all came to. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah. And I was one of these playthings for the Highland cult.
Define plaything?
They could basically make me do whatever they wanted at the drop of a hat.
And Silas says, essentially a puppet they could take over whenever.
Yeah.
And Justine is like, oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
So, it's very concerning because that means that one of you two is on their list to turn
They
in.
can try. But then she looks at Silas. She's like, I don't know about you, though.
I love her so much.
And he says, well, Justine, I'm sure that you are plenty capable of saving me from my own fate. And she nods and says, yes, that's why I'm here.
Man, it is just so ironic that the day after you give up your powers, like, we realize that you're potentially a target. Like, how terrible God must be to do this to you. Wow. They must really have it out for you, like...
Yeah, gosh. Whoever's in charge of all this shit must just really love to kill their favorite characters.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Wow. Speaking of killing your favorite characters... So, yeah, interesting. Do we want to maybe, like, I know we were going to go into the crater to begin with, but now we probably really should, and, like, let Kenna know what's going on, because she's got people...
I keep getting so blown out.
It's because your room is dark.
Yeah.
I know, I was trying to, like, balance it out, and now it's getting worse. Hold on.
Can you turn your light down at all, or no?
It's, like, as far as it can go.
Oh, okay.
I have a new, like, miniature softbox light, so I have 2 angles of light coming in, so it's a little bit better now.
There you go.
I have a lamp on, but
That's better.
there, now I don't look dead.
Well,
No, you still look dead.
Great.
wow.
You just look like a dead person with a little bit of blush.
Yay.
So should we maybe go see Kenna?
Yeah.
So that we can let her
yes.
know maybe she's got people that she can send to all these places.
Yeah, we need to let her know. And there's other shit too that we need to.
Ooh, maybe we could rally the entire world to stop this from happening. We know
Kit.
people. We know people.
You know what? Sure. Let's just call out, like, let's do a sending message to the entire world and be like, hey.
I mean, how many artifacts do you think that'll take to do?
No, we're not. No, I see your gears turning. We're not doing this.
How many artifacts until I get a level 13 sending spell? Just put it on blast for the whole fucking world. It'd be like an Amber Alert.
Just like have an ear-piercing screech in everyone's ears.
My God. But yeah, maybe we should go ask Kenna, and like while we're there, we can drag a line through the lake and see if we can fish up Lucan's brother.
Okay, that's sensitive.
I'm sure he's alive.
And
I have faith.
Justine looks over at Lucan and says, "You haven't said anything this entire time. Who the hell are you?" And Lucan is...
Boy.
You could see Lucan looks kind of nervous to talk to her. And he's like, "I'm Lucan."
Okay, listen. It's all cool now. We're all cool now.
She has a big axe.
No, I'm telling this to Justine. I'm like, we're all cool now.
Why? What did he do?
He was part of
And
the cult.
Silas is like, maybe. And Justine's like, oh.
And he was
Not by choice.
not by choice. It was a whole manipulation thing. We all have a theme of manipulation here. He was the person attached to the other side of my tether. But it's fine now. We're all cool now. We're all fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's chill.
Yeah.
It's like Sub-Zero in here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's never a good reaction, and like I'm pretty sure her and I are really alike. That's not good.
Silas like puts a hand on Justine's arm and says, please don't. It's already been taken care of. And Justine nods and says, I won't kill him. It'll be fine.
No maiming or anything either.
I'm not going to maim him.
How about no harming?
If I breathed on him, he would die. Look at him. And Lucan nods. He's like, yes, ma'am, I would.
Yes, ma'am, I would. Oh my
Step
God.
on me. No.
Oh God.
Oh man. That's a couple that I didn't know that I needed.
Oh my.
Lucan and
You mean power lesbian and disaster twink?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. They make one whole functioning bisexual.
oh my god,
Yes.
that would be amazing.
That meme came right around.
Yeah.
And Justine just shrugged. She says, I'm not going to do anything. It'll be fine. We're just going to have a talk later.
Oh God.
It's just going to be a talk. Good God. Listen, I understand that I'm good at making a mess and breaking things, but I'm also smart. Like, I don't just plow my way through everything.
I trust you.
Your tone doesn't seem very sincere.
I do not,
I'm
but I also don't know you, so.
100% sincere.
And Silas just looks at Justine, just with this older brother, like, don't you dare look. And she just looks at him and goes,
All right. So, I guess we're going to the crater then.
great, I'll lead the way. She stands up and starts walking
Oh,
toward the door.
okay. Well, I put like a strip of bacon in my mouth real fast and
Yeah.
kind of tug on Silas's sleeve, like, let's go.
Yeah, he hasn't eaten much, but he gets up and follows along, and the rest of the boys tag along.
The blast.
Finally, there's another girl.
Finally.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
But like Bull trots ahead to like catch up with her, and they start chattering.
Oh boy.
And I mean, it's just how Bull is.
I know. But like she seems chatty too, so it's probably just like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. They don't really talk about anything in particular. It's more of just like a really cute like kindergarten level. What's your favorite color? Like on
Oh my God.
because that's just how he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lucan stays at the back of the group. But yeah, you guys make your way out of the Pilgrim's Respite toward the middle of town to get on the main paved road. And as I mentioned last time, within the Convergence and Haven, this area, even though it is the North Pole, is warmer than the rest of the Arctic. It is probably in deep winter, it hovers around 40 degrees within this area, sometimes dipping below freezing. So there is snow around, but it feels almost like very early spring, almost like it does outside right now. Oh my god, it's almost 7 o'clock and there's still a slight bit of light out. Oh my god.
Kind of pinky outside.
It's nice.
Fucking yay. Okay.
Yay. Before we go to the crater,
Yes.
we have some shopping to do. I'll turn to everybody else. I'm like, I do have some shopping to do.
And you just hear Justine go, I hate shopping.
Okay, it's not like fun, like clothes shopping or whatever. It's like, it's boring. We need shit
It's
shopping.
fun
So.
potion shopping.
Yeah. So, do we want to do that now or later, or what do we want to do?
Lucan says, I think we may as well do it now.
Okay.
We don't know if we're going to run into Cynthia Moore at any point, so...
Yeah. Oh, God.
So, buddy system, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And Justine walks up and, like, links her arms through Kit's and is like, I got my buddy.
Oh, I knew it. I was gonna do it, but I'm glad you did it.
And
Yes.
Lucan's like, I'll go with Bull.
Surprising no one, I'm going with Silas.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your only
And-
choice at this point.
Well, yeah, but...
Yeah. But you guys split off to your own stuff. You can ask Bull for directions to, like, certain stuff. He doesn't know everything, but he does know a few places.
Okay.
So, starting with Marin and Silas.
Okay,
God.
I have a list on my
I know
phone.
you do.
Oh, Jesus.
All right,
I'm
so
making
we need,
I told you to make one earlier.
You did?
we need.
Yes, I messaged
I
you guys.
literally
Yeah.
don't read anything. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, at
It's
least
not-
Astrid cares about the things that I
No,
say.
I care. It's just I'm literally always doing something. So
Yeah.
I know.
my phone was at 7% all day, and I was just like, I didn't even notice until 3 o'clock. I was like, oh, my phone's gonna die. Like, sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Astrid.
Okay, so I need studded leather armor, roughly Silas size.
Okay. Good thing he's a
Roughly.
fighter and is actually.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably gonna sag a little bit on him because he's a thin boy.
We'll tighten it up as best as we can.
Good thing that he's a level 3 fighter because he's proficient.
I wrote down fuck ton of healing potions. However many we can find.
Okay, hold on.
Price is no object. Well, I
Um,
mean, it's kind of an object, but
Spare no expense.
So let me ask you this: are you just going and getting shit and handing it to Silas?
basically.
Okay, so you were paying for everything.
I mean, if he wants to help, that would be great.
Well, if he doesn't know what you're doing,
Okay.
like,
I will turn to him and I will be like, we're gonna go get some stuff to not beef you up.
to make me less useless.
Squishy.
Less
Yeah.
squishy.
You're not useless, okay? We're
I
not
think
using.
I'm a bit useless.
Well, we're not gonna use that. We're not gonna use that. You're just a little squishy right now, and it's okay. You won't be soon because you're gonna work on it, and we're not gonna have a panic attack. Is what we're not doing.
Is that directed at you or me?
It's me. Maybe you. I mean, how are you? No, I don't. It's okay. Just need like 10 minutes. I need like just a breather. Just like.
And he like walks you up to like the edge of a shop and like sits you on a bench.
Okay. No, it's
I'm
fine.
going to go just inside.
Are you?
Breathe.
Well, no. I should come with you. Because what if there's like a
Stiff
evil
wind.
wizard in there, or something? And there could be cultists. We don't know. There could be.
Okay.
No. It's fine. Go ahead. Go.
And he walks into the armorer's shop. He's gone for like a good 20-ish minutes. Before eventually he steps back out with a large wrapped up bundle.
Did you get everything you need?
Well, part of it.
What'd you get?
and he brings it over and sets it down on the bench next to you, and he unveils a very nice suit of studded leather, because it's the best light armor he can wear, other than elven chain, but there's none of that available here. I did send you a picture of the idea of what it looked like, sort of the Witcher Nilfgaardian style.
Yeah.
But it's a very nice suit. Like, obviously it wasn't built just for him in 20 minutes, but it's masterwork armor. Which with his fucking what is it called? Oh god, he has a thing. What is it called? It's a thing that's fucking, it's a fighting style. His fighting style is not archery like yours. It's defense, which already gives him a +1. And then studded leather armor with his dexterity brings him up to 17, and then masterwork adds a +1.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay. He's up to my armor class then.
Yeah.
I almost wanna, because I can take more of a hit than he can right now. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Studded leather masterwork armor.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I will also be like, this is great. Another thing, and I have on my right hand my ring of protection, and I'll take it off and I'll hand it over to him. This will give you a little extra boost too.
Are you sure?
I can take a hit. It's fine.
But
Yes.
I don't
Just take it.
I don't want you being more vulnerable.
I will be fine.
No. If I don't get to say those kinds of things, neither do you.
Sigh. Listen. I said you looked fine earlier. You do look like shit a little bit. I'm sorry to be blunt with you, but I currently can take more of a hit than you can. So
It doesn't mean I want you taking more hits.
Well, I'm probably going to. Okay? And there's nothing you can do about it.
You don't need to.
Oh my god. Why can't you just... Ugh, I'm trying to...
You're being... Listen, I understand, but you're trying to be overprotective is what you're trying to do.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Don't argue with me. I know what you're doing. Listen, if it comes to, like, a rock wall that we need to scale, then I might have some trouble. But otherwise, I should be fine.
All right, I'll put the ring back on.
Thank you.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay, what?
Nothing.
All right. Next thing I wanted to get was a bunch of healing potions.
Great.
I don't
I'm
want
sorry
to be
that...
I don't want to be your buddy anymore. I want to go with Justine and Kit. They seem like they're having more fun. So
Fine, whatever.
no, I'm joking. Just come on.
And he follows along. You can find limited healing potions. You could probably make an investigation check.
Okay. I want to get a few graders. Oh god, this dice fucking eats dicks. 8.
You managed to find 2 basic healing potions.
God, fuck me. Jesus. I say that in the store.
And the shopkeep is like, I'm sorry.
No.
We have limited stock.
It's fine. Here, I'll throw the money at him. Not throw it, but like I will shove it at him forcefully.
It's 120 gold from here for 2 of those.
For basics? Oh, God.
Yeah, they're normally 50 gold, and then in a place where there's very limited stock, they go up an extra markup.
When the fuck did I get that?
What else?
What else do I need? Hold on. Now my list is gone. No, we already discussed that out of game. I'll talk to Lucan later about that. Is there any weapon store in town?
There are some blacksmiths, yeah.
I meant guns.
No.
Ah, great. Cool. Well,
there you do see that there is a gunsmith on the main drag, but the building has been. It looks like something exploded and most of it burnt out.
cool. I guess that's it then.
Okay. What are Kit and Justine up to? You happy Skippy people?
Oh yeah, we're just prancing along.
I mean, yeah.
So I've got like a few things to pick up, and we also need. Is there a jeweler around here? I need to see a jeweler about a rock.
I don't know. I've never been here.
Okay, well I'm gonna search for a jeweler. Do you want to help me?
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Make an investigation check with advantage.
That is terrible. Oh my god, they're both fucking awful. Investigation. Oh my god, A, B, C, D. There it is, okay. 8.
A lot of what were probably skull businesses you find are fucked up.
Okay.
And most of them don't have shopkeeps and have been like boarded up and closed. But you do find a Delmarig jeweler who most of the stuff they deal with is more natural. Well, it's not that gems are unnatural, but they deal with more like wood and stone and scrimshaw and bones and that kind of thing. But they do have some jewels and such.
Okay.
So you do find a little place. Just a little sort of a shack of a shop.
Cool. I'm gonna walk in and be like,
Okay.
hey,
Hello.
hi. So I have a couple questions. One, I was wondering if you could tell me how much this rock is worth. And I take out the piece of shiny agate that I got from the Hydra, the false Hydra, after we beat it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And I put it on the table. I'm like, can you tell me roughly how much this is worth?
Sure. And this older, probably not Elusir, probably Wood Elven, so sort of your cousin race, picks it up and...
No, stop eating that. Get that out of your mouth. Jesus.
brings out a sort of a jeweler's monocle, less for the actual like looking at carats and facets and things like that, but more for seeing how clear the gem, the agate is. And she looks at it for a bit. She says, "This is a very lovely piece. This could probably be turned into a number of items. If you're looking to sell it, I could probably offer you 100 gold for this."
Oh, that's it?
It's agate is a stone.
Yeah, I know. But I have a really cool spell that calls for agate, so, but I need a lot more than 100 gold. So, okay. Well, that's good to know. I will, I'm gonna keep it for now. I don't want to sell it. Do you have any diamonds?
A few. What do you need?
They don't have to be, like, fancy or anything. I just need diamonds. Like, how many diamonds do you have?
Well, we do have... if you're not looking to make them into any sort of jewelry, I do have quite a sort of a... what's the word? Sort of a scrap pile.
Okay.
How much do you need?
How much do you have?
I don't know. Tell me what you need.
25,000 gold worth of diamonds.
You would want to go find a diamond vein for that much.
Yeah, no, I figured. That's why I just need to know how much you have.
And she
Sorry.
goes into the back, and she comes back with a small metal box full of cloudy and rough and sort of offcuts of diamonds that have been turned into other things. She says, "I think this would probably come out to maybe 300 gold."
Sold. I will take them all.
Okay, she hands it over to you.
Let me
Says-
update that.
Honestly, thank you, because it is mostly trash to me, unless people want the cheap piece.
Oh, no. No, this is... Yeah, good for me. So...
I understand, you're a caster.
Yeah, thank you. Do you have any more agate by chance, or...
I believe I do. And she goes back, and she comes back with a few options. Some of them are like rough agate stones that aren't as pretty, and then others are actually like nice like slices of agate, and others are like polished face. And she just brings out like an assortment.
So the spell says an agate worth at least 1,000 gold. That means it has to be one piece, doesn't it?
What is the spell?
Awaken.
Hold on, let me check.
It just says an agate. It doesn't say agate worth. Makes me think it's got to be one piece. Kind of like the Greater Restoration where they're like, a diamond.
Within a precious gemstone. Yeah, so it would have to be one.
Okay. All right. So...
But if you need an agate worth 1,000, she does have one.
Oh, does she?
Yes. She has a, like, softball-sized, like, hold on, let me double-check what an agate looks like. I can't remember exactly what they look like. Oh yeah, they're the ones that they make slices of. She has, like, a softball-size agate that is... like bits of it have been chopped off to turn it into almost like a polyhedron, so it's got like tons and tons of sides and facets. It's almost like a D100, and she offers it out, and it's just gorgeous. She says, "This is probably one of the finest agate pieces I have. I would let it go for about 1,000 gold."
You wouldn't cut me a deal at all for buying all those diamonds or anything like that?
Make a persuasion check.
Yes. This is not going to be good. Oh. 14.
Okay. Says, this is a very expensive piece, and it took a very long time. I can go 900.
You know, I can do that.
Okay. And she sets that on like a nice little like cloth in your box of rough diamonds.
Cool. All right, so I got agate, I got diamonds. Do you have any bombs?
I'm sorry, what?
No, I'm gonna take that as a no. Do you know, is there like an apothecary around here? Or like a bomb store?
If you're looking for gunpowder, you probably wouldn't find that for sale here.
I mean, it doesn't have to be gunpowder. I mean, dynamite is fine. Or magical bombs.
We don't really use those kind of things here. They're too destructive to the environment.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm sure if... I would hate to support this idea, but I'm sure if you went and spoke to one of the quartermasters of the skull, they might have something for you, but please don't use it here.
Oh, I don't plan on it. This is just for recreational use.
That's terrifying.
Thank you. Well, thank you for the rocks. And have a good day.
You too.
Enjoy the rest of them. All right. And then we we leave.
Yeah. As you
Enjoy
as
the
you
rest of
step
your
out,
days. Bye.
All 2 of them.
I love those though, like just different versions, horrible ways to say have a good day.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the rest of your existence.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Yeah. You get outside and Justine is leaning on the wall, just kind of like looking over the main street, scanning back and forth. You can see that the red tiefling that you guys saw earlier, he's like walking along the main street, not really at any speed. It doesn't look like he's necessarily going anywhere, but he's just walking north. And Justine's watching him pass by, and they sort of wave to each other.
Oh, is that... How do you know that guy? Who is that guy?
Oh, that's Wells. He's a mercenary.
Wells?
Wells, yes.
Like W-E-L-L-S?
Add an extra E.
Oh my god, I think I just said W. Did I say
W.
W?
I don't think so.
Yeah. W-E-L-L-E-S.
Oh, okay. I was like W-E-E-L-L-S? Like,
No, not wheels. Not wheels.
Okay.
He's I think I accidentally gave her a Delmaric accent for a second.
Oops.
He's a mercenary. I don't know, he's become a little bit of a friend, but there's nothing much beyond that.
Gotcha. Well, I didn't see the letter, so never mind, I don't know that. Yeah, well, do you want to go to an apothecary now? Also, can you keep your eyes out for, like, some bombs or something? Don't ask questions.
You do know that I still have glass bombs.
Oh, I
never...
do too.
Oh, okay.
I just want more. I have Molotov cocktails and bombs, but I would like more bombs.
I'm just saying.
Yep, I need more shit that blows up.
Yeah.
So let's go to the apothecary.
All right. Yeah, you make your way. There's a few more options for apothecaries, as herbalism is fairly common among the Dalmaric.
Yes. Arctic herbalism.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I will go into a nice-looking one, I suppose.
Okay.
Okay.
Find one covered in all kinds of northern wintry plants and covered in runes and staves.
Cool. I'm gonna walk in there and be like, "Hail and well met, sir, ma'am."
Hail and well met, my dudes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You see a Geary with slightly blue tinted skin, a man with a long white beard, leaning on a counter at the back of the room. He seems to be watching a small set just sort of bubble away and distill something into a vial. And he looks up as you step in. He says, "Hail and well met yourself, friend. How can I help you?"
Well, I have a few things that I kind of need. So, I'm looking for potions. I'm looking for about 1,000 gold worth of rare oils and unguents. And then I'm also looking for bombs.
I do not deal in explosives. Almost no one in this town does.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you had like a plant bomb or like suddenly a tree or something. I don't know. I'm of the, I'm kind of like a druidy, like planty, like hippy dippy, kind of go with the patchouli flow, like kind of person. And I really wanted to just explode a tree somewhere. Like make a tree, but an explosion.
I'm sure if you found a talented enchanter, they could probably do that for you.
Okay. This is my favorite part of this game, is just fucking with the NPCs for no reason. So, okay. So how about those rare oils and unguents, or like potions and stuff?
Well, I'm sure I have a couple of potions somewhere. Hold on. And he stands up and, well, he doesn't stand up. He rolls himself back from the counter, and he turns and goes into a stock room on this very nice, like, wooden built wheelchair, and goes back there, and you hear him rattling around in there for a while. And eventually he comes back with a box in his lap, and he rolls around the counter to you and shows you the box. And inside he has a fairly, like, almost like a flat, long flask, a glass flask, full of this very viscous, like, sort of greenish brown liquid. And on top of that, he set a couple of basic healing potions. He says, this is what I could find. Your basic healing potions will run 60 gold each. And then this is my entire stock of... have you ever heard of... oh god, what's it called? Oh god, what is that flower called?
Sandalwood.
No.
Frankincense.
No.
Myrrh.
No, I was not going to do myrrh, but...
Murder.
Murder! Judas!
Judas! No!
Oh my god.
He said... Fuck, I can't believe I forgot it. He says, have you ever heard of Draugr Bloom oil?
I mean, I think so, in, like, Skyrim once.
No, you've heard of it in this game.
Oh, okay.
They make drugs.
Oh, yeah. No, that's... Yeah, you can make drugs with that shit, bro.
I would prefer that you didn't.
It's mostly... okay, I already have.
It's mostly medicinal. This is highly concentrated,
Oh,
so...
this is the frenzy that you can make.
Oh, no.
And the third eye. Use both to make them.
This is highly concentrated and very expensive. This is my entire stock, and I would price it at about 1,000 gold.
Well, let me look at my inventory list here. So 1,000 gold. Draugr Bloom. Draugr Bloom oil.
Highly concentrated, about 1,000 gold.
Okay. And then, hang on.
Titan! Xena! Hello.
Meow.
Okay.
Me.
And so, and then there's 2 basic healing potions?
Yes.
Okay, I will take all of that. So that's 1,120 gold.
Indeedo.
I have spent an obscene amount of money.
Hi, buddy boy. How's your eye?
We need to rob some more people, I say to Justine.
Say that a little louder next time.
I mean, I could.
Do you want to?
We should rob some more people. LOL?
Well, no, the question was if you wanted to rob this person.
Oh, no. And I look back to the apothecarist, whatever they're called.
Apothecary.
The apothecary. The apotherist. The apocalypse.
No, he's an apothecary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I say, not you, good, fine sir. We would never rob you.
I would hope not.
I say as convincingly as possible. So, do you have, like, anything cool? Like, anything that you wouldn't sell to a skull? Because I'm not one. Anything dangerous? Anything fun? Anything...
You know, you don't exactly encourage my confidence.
I mean, I know Kenna. Does that help?
No, we all know Kenna.
Okay. Well, I work with Kenna closely. Does that help?
So do we.
We're on a first name basis. Like we're buddies. We're pen
So
pals.
are we.
Oh my god.
You're in Haven.
Y'all are so entitled. Oh my god.
Ain't special.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you have anything cool, bro? Or like no? Or like nah?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. It's not great. Persuasion 10. Which I feel like is higher than what I've been doing this entire time.
He kind of shakes his head. He's like, I think that's about the end of my interesting stock.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Is there any place that we, like, shouldn't miss? Like, any stores that just have, like, the coolest shit ever?
Well, considering your interests, I think most of the shops that you would have been interested in have already been blown up.
Well, do you have anything, like, not related to explosives that's really cool? Like, maybe man-eating plants?
Sir, I say this with
Dragons?
I say this with the most respect and kindness. Please leave my store.
Okay. Well, you have a good day. Thanks for the stuff. And I turn to Justine and I'm like, we should skedaddle.
Yes, I think so. And she takes your arm and you walk out. Anything else?
Still looking for bombs, but we don't have to have any more bombs. I mean, Justine,
Haven is not exactly the bomb capital of the world.
Justine, is there like anything you need? Are you good? What do you do? Do you just like beat shit to death, or like?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yes, but no.
You
not
give me a
just
very
that.
I beat up things vibe, so.
I do, but I'm also rather practiced in the arcane arts.
Ooh. Like a battle mage.
Sure.
Or like a wizard warrior.
No, I definitely think the warrior goes first.
Okay, so like a warrior wizard.
I'm a person who likes to beat people with axes and then clean it up with prestidigitation.
Oh, so you're like a skillful sorcerer. I'm trying to come up with things. I'm having a hard time.
Alliteration.
Yes.
We can call me a brawler with magical talent.
Ooh, a brawling bruja. I like it. I like plants. That's like my thing now. I used to like gods, but now I like plants because I switched gods.
Oh, gods are overrated.
Yeah. Well, there's also this goose that's like kind of a god that's following us around. He's really cool though. His name is Ted. And then there's also like there's a clownfish that's following me around too. But he's pretty nice because he's a dragon. Like, it's pretty sweet.
Every time you do
Every
this,
single
to an
time.
NPC, like Ash loses her shit.
It's just like, oh yeah, goose named Ted. He's a buddy. He's a god.
And then there's this clownfish who's a dragon.
Yeah.
Who works for Whale Mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for Whale Mom. And then there's like...
Yeah.
Oh, there's also this man bath mat that's like...
No, we're talking about that.
That's interesting, but like I don't really understand him. He's like kind of mothy and sort of nice, but he also has no sense of personal space. It's really weird. Great personality though.
Were there fumes in that shop? Are you okay?
No, I am 100% telling the truth. You can insight check me.
I don't need to. You druids are into some strange things.
It's true. Do you like drugs? I have drugs.
I mean, it depends on what they do.
I mean, besides make you highly addicted, I mean...
Well, that's not really fun.
Well, I mean, there's two different ways to look at fun. So, I can do something to just relax you. Now that we just got all that oil, I can basically turn you into a frenzied
This is
monster.
becoming Bo and Molly Mock.
Yeah.
And
Like I realized Justine was inspired by Vex and Jester, but she turned into almost a Bo.
Mhm.
And Kit is slowly becoming a little more Molly-ish.
Yeah, a little bit. I also have, I can send you on a vision quest, which is like cool dreams and stuff, but you'll be tanked for like 18 hours. And then I could also just like put you to sleep. I love that I wrote down in here that wolf blood is not a flower, it's actual underlined wolf blood. It's
Yeah.
yeah. Speaking of
says,
which, I could just like no, we'll keep going. Okay, yeah. What'd you say?
She says, maybe sometime when you're all not in, like, I don't know, imminent danger, we can try some of that.
That is never. Just let you know.
Well, let's hold off and see if it ever happens.
Okay. Well. Okay.
The only drug I need is destruction.
Yes. I
The
like
high
you.
of battle.
The only drug I need is the blood of my enemies.
Would you like to compare Molotovs sometime?
Ooh, I have a couple. They're kind of homemade though, so they're probably not that great. But I do have, and I like pull out one of these giant glass bombs, and I'm like, do have one of these though.
What does that do?
It is a shrapnel bomb. I also have two little ones, but this is the only big one I have, and they're kind of fragile, and I like tuck it back into the bag. I'm like, we're just.
Yeah. I get beaten around a lot. I probably shouldn't carry one.
I also have these, and I pull out one of my firecrackers, and I light it, and I throw it, and I'm like, we should probably go. And then we just like haul ass.
Yeah.
It's one of the slow crackers, so it's like the long line of crackers, so it's just like...
Yeah. Something of note, Justine is a fair bit faster than you.
Oh.
When you say, we should go, she's just... Boom.
And me running behind, I'm like, okay, I got it. I need to stop smoking so much weed.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's at 40 feet of movement, so she's a bit ahead of you.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys light off a set of firecrackers and run for the hills.
Yay!
Okay.
And then I guess that's like... I have a recipe for a drink about migraines? That's cool. Besides that, I just want to like refill my components bag, and that's all.
Yeah, no problem. Eventually, the lot of you meet back up in the middle of town. Everybody's gotten all the shit they need.
Sort of.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Everybody make a perception check before you get back together.
Yes, great.
11. Terrible.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
First good roll of the night.
Boy. Yeah, I have not had a single good roll yet.
Okay. So, as you guys are all on your way to reconvene, Marin, you notice as you're walking through and sort of, you're going down side streets to get back to the main street from where you were. And you and Silas are kind of just offhandedly talking about things that might be useful. When you see Lucan alone, standing in the middle of one of the streets, looking around.
What? I'm putting my hand on my gun, but I'm not pulling it out. I'm like, What's wrong? What's the matter?
And Lucan's just looking around, yelling, Bull?
Fuck.
Oh no.
Fuck.
And he's just looking around. He's like, I looked away for just a moment. How does somebody that big disappear?
I'm like fast walking down the main stretch of road and like looking down side streets, seeing if I can just see him offhandedly.
No sign of him.
Fuck.
And about that time, Kit and Justine, as you guys are on your way back to the center of town where you guys sort of agreed to meet back up, she stops suddenly, mid-step, as if she's listening to something.
What do your elf eyes hear? What?
She's not an elf.
Wait, no, but I just said, what do your elf eyes hear? Like, Okay, that was wrong on so many levels.
But she listens for a moment, and as you try to like ask her, she like holds up a finger to stop you. And then she says, "You absolute bitch." And she just starts running for the center of town. Doesn't tell you anything, just takes off.
We're running.
You get kind of left behind. But as she gets about halfway there and realizes she's leaving you behind, she slows up a little bit. She's like, come on.
Going as fast as I can. I got tiny little planes.
And we're going to take our break right there.
Oh, thank God. Oh, fucking Cindy kidnapped Bull.
Fucking Cindy!
God damn it, Cindy!
God damn it, Simsy.
Fuck, that was the one...
Simdy! Damn it, Simdy!
That was the thing that I thought that I forgot. I was gonna get anti-scrying stuff. Fuck! It was at the top of my list, but I was like, I'll come back to that because that's the big thing. Fucking.
Yeah. Wish I had more bombs now.
We're gonna go on break. We'll be back here at about 7:38.
All right. See you guys in a few minutes.
Bye.
And welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
What was that, Ash? You cut out. I got like half a yodel, and that was it.
That's you.
Just my current mood right now.
Half a yodel.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a happy yodel kind of mood.
Mood.
Well,
I got to put my stuff.
Well, I'm glad I didn't use one of my spell slots foolishly like I wanted to.
Lucan used some.
Well, he didn't use them foolishly. You asked him to.
Silas doesn't have any, lol.
LOL.
Alright, well.
I'm just gonna eat this treat of crispness.
Treat of crisp.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I miss going to fucking Barnes & Noble with you and just being like, I require a treat of crisp.
And everyone's like, what the fuck is wrong with these two?
You're like, who are these fucking grown-ass adults being idiots here?
I require the crispiest of treats.
And the riciest of treats.
Yes.
The crispiest.
If they are not severely crunch, then I shall not munch.
I shall refuse.
That's good. If they are not severely crunch, then I shall not munch.
That's such a millennial, like, thing.
It really is, but, like, it's cute.
I know.
So, whatever.
I am nothing if not adorable as I eat half of this tree in one bite.
Yum, yum, yum. Hold on, I'm setting things up.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That doesn't bode well.
So let me pull up this really fun fucking spell that I can't wait to do. I forgot that I had this. You know how much shit I can conjure as a person? Like, oh my god.
A lot.
Yeah.
Druids are fucking, like, since you started doing, like, druid shit, I'm like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Druids can do,
OP
like...
as shit.
Yeah.
It's not that they're
Real.
necessarily OP, it's just if you know how to use them right, they come off that way.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I just need everybody to kind of get in a line and then let me go for it.
Yeah.
They can do a lot of things that other classes can do. There's just the other classes don't use those things.
Mm.
No, god damn it. Be entertaining while I build a map.
Entertain!
It was very funny.
Did you just do-
What?
What was that?
I don't know.
Green Acres. That's what I heard while you were doing that for some
Sure.
reason. Okay.
You know what I did? While we were playing, my dad called me
Oh god.
and left me a voicemail, and I was like, oh fuck, like,
Jesus.
what if it's bad? But it wasn't. He was in the car with Claire,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just like, oh, just calling to say hi while we're driving around. And he was like, Claire, say hi. And she said, no.
That's
And he's like,
hilarious.
all right, well then can you say bye? Then she was like, bye. Like, you little stinker.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, she's funny.
Can you say hello? No.
No,
Absolutely
can't
not.
be bothered. Can't be bothered.
Absolutely can't be bothered.
Nope. Half the time when I go over there, like, I'll be like, hey Claire, and she'll be like, hi, and I'll be like, what you doing? And she'll be like, no, go away.
Oh.
Like, leave me alone.
Well.
I'm not in the mood to talk. I'm like, okay, cool. Well,
Okay.
that's the vibe. All right, we're going with it.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I just saw a creature on this list that I liked, and now I can't find it.
Like a creature that you can summon, or
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Well, shoot. I don't know if I only want one of those. Oh.
I'm just going through all my stuff and being like, do I want to shoot with the big gun or the little gun?
I'm wondering what kind of thing I want to watch eat Cynthia.
Yeah.
Okay, so excuse the reuse of map, but it'll have
Oh.
to fucking do.
Oh, we're already going in the map. Oh god.
Oh god,
Yeah.
let me put us on the map screen. Battle screen. Da 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 da
Dun,
da
dun,
da
dun,
da
dun,
da
dun,
da
dun,
da.
dun.
Indeed. Oh boy, there's so much here. Oh, Cindy, we can see her on the map, Taiylor.
I
Yeah.
know, they're just off to the side.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, they're
That's
just
not
off
where
to
they
the
really
side.
are.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just so I have their tokens.
Oh,
Okay.
that's Wells. Okay.
Yeah.
For half a second, I saw Wells, and I thought it was that girl from Mortal Kombat that everybody likes.
Oh, Chun-Li.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't, just how
It
small
kinda looks
was.
like it.
Yeah, just from this
Like, I
distance,
can
I was
see.
like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Well,
so as you guys charge your way toward the center of town, you see standing at the very large well at the cross section of two of the main streets is Wells. And he's leaning. He's. Oh god.
Wells is inexplicably attracted to Wells.
Yep. He just like longingly stares into them.
Yeah,
just like...
wistfully. Well, no, and he also, like, he can't help it. If you try to point him north without a compass, he will accidentally find a well. He's like one of those scrying things that cross bars, like when you walk around looking for
Yeah,
water.
oh, the dowsing rods.
Dowsing
yeah.
rods. He's a dowsing rod. It's canon.
Hey, Taiylor, tell us its story. Paint us a
We
word
finally
picture.
found something to replace vague.
Yeah.
It's the Well of Wells.
You find Wells leaning up against the central well. Not doing anything in particular. Just just kind of sitting there.
Casting his hand across the water.
Yeah. He's singing into it. He's like fucking Snow White.
I'm
wishing.
This is really serious and dire, and we're like...
Oh my god. There's some creepy guy off on the other side, like peeking over a wall at her. Like it's terrible.
Yeah.
Hey Titan, will you do me a favor and just suffocate me? I really appreciate it, but
no, paint us a word picture.
Paint us a word picture.
Both missing.
So, this crossroads is in pretty much the very center of Haven. You can see the bridge leading into the convergence just northward. And this main street does lead all the way down to the barricade at the end of town. It is pretty quiet today. There's not a whole lot of foot traffic through the town, but that's because most people are at home, as it is still the solstice. Or they are on guard duty along the walls. And aside from a couple sort of stragglers or people just walking along, you guys and Wells are the only people in the streets. But he's just leaning there, not doing anything in particular.
Do I see Justine yet, or just him?
From your angle, no.
Okay.
You guys run up like a little further back.
I'm gonna run up to Wells and just be like, "We have a problem. Where is everybody else?"
Run up to him. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you just like get in his face like we have a fucking problem?
Uh-huh.
He kind of reels back a little bit. He's like, what do you mean?
Where's Justine? And Kit?
And he points and you see Justine sprinting down the street with Kit dragging a little bit behind.
I'm assuming you know then that there's something going on?
Yes.
Justine comes like sliding to a halt in front of Wells and she's like, where's Bull?
We don't know. He's gone. I don't know.
I think she has him.
Fuck. Cynthia. Right? Okay.
Of course.
How do you know?
She
what happened?
Messaged me.
What'd
She
say?
said I was to, and she looks at Wells, she says, I was to come straight to the center of town. And come straight to the center of town if I wanted him to be freed.
No,
and she looks at Wells and she's like, have you seen her? And Wells says, oh, that is what you're talking about. Yes.
I am
if you'll
now
follow
there,
me.
panting.
And he turns toward the well and jumps down.
Oh, Wells went in the well.
How ironic.
How ironic. This is... Well, I suppose we should all...
I look at Justine and I'm like, you know this is a trap, right?
This is absolutely a trap, but if she has Bull... Like, I know I just met him, but god damn it, do I love that giant furry thing.
I know, but you and your brother, that's who they want.
Fuck.
However,
And Silas and Lucan have caught up now.
If we leave those two up here, or one of them, they are going to be...
I know, they're sitting ducks.
Super taken.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, I bought the stuff to bring Silas back to life, just in case.
Great.
You know, backup plan.
Okay.
Don't lose his body.
Cool.
And Justine's like, listen, you're all thinking about this too much, and she just jumps in the well.
Oh, God.
She
right.
disappears. And
Fine.
Silas is just like, Justine! And he jumps in as well.
Oh, God.
All right.
Follow the
I guess
squish.
we're doing this. I'm jumping in.
Flu. So what you get into is very similar in shape to this, is a crossroads of a number of tunnels under here rather than just a well. You do see that the pit, there is a pit that goes down further that actually leads into an actual like water table below. But as you guys sort of slide down the rope and step off into these tunnels, you at first think that this is a sewer, and you're like, why the fuck is there a well leading into a sewer? And then you realize that no, this is not sewers. These are underground tunnels specifically built for something, and they are ancient.
Oh God.
I look at Kit and I go, I think this is the cistern.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
She took us right to it.
Yep.
Well, just for clarity, a cistern is a specific part of...
Well, yeah, but like
this'll
it
lead
leads
to
to the cistern.
Ugh.
You do see that the tunnels in here. Hold on, let me tell you what this place looks like first.
Okay.
The tunnels in here are perfectly circular. There's just a small sort of flat bottom to them that you can actually walk on, and they do have these tiny troughs that water sort of trickles through. Basically, if the well overflows, the water trickles off down these different pathways. The water is just under the lip of the pit that the bucket goes down into, but you can see a little bit sort of trickling, especially northward, as it seems to have a slight downward slope. The tunnels are fairly dark, but you do see every 20 feet or so there is a hovering little white, bluish, wispy thing, just sort of dancing and moving in spirals. No particular pattern.
Down each tunnel? Or...
down each except for the southward.
Okay.
All right.
And Wells is down there waiting for you guys as you land. He's standing now toward the north.
My gun's out, and I'm like, how exactly do you know where they are?
I work for Mrs. Moore. Wait, no, he's Russian. Yeah. And Justine says, "What? You've been working for her this whole time?" He says, "No. It is a new contract."
Oh.
I'm gonna whisper to Kit really low so Wells doesn't hear. We're delivering them to her. This is exactly where they need to be. I don't know what to do.
I don't think we have much choice if we want Bull back.
There's gotta be something else that we can do. There's gotta be some sort of... Your Kit! You can...
Don't say anything. I have an idea.
Okay.
We just need to focus our efforts on the target.
Yeah. I'm also going to go over to Silas. I'm going to give him 3 of my healing potions.
Wow.
I have 2 basic I have 2 basic left after that. And then I'm also going to give him one of my glass bombs. And I'll give him a couple Molotov cocktails too.
Oh no, that is what I want. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
It's so hard to see the grid in this fucking thing.
Yeah, it is.
And I just say to him, like, just try and do what you can. But just don't get caught, okay?
I'll do what I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean back over to Marin real quick and be like, is Cindy a wizard?
She's a sorcerer, I think.
Okay. You're not sure?
Do I don't know. Taiylor told me this, but I don't know if Marin knows this.
You can draw whatever conclusions you want from whatever magic she can do.
Okay. I'm pretty sure she's a sorcerer.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
just break out all my books here and just double check some things.
Excuse the live map building.
No, that's okay.
I'm also
skimming through the
I'm also
player's book.
going to lend Silas my electric dagger too.
Okay.
Not that he's going to use half of these things, but
Well, I don't know.
yeah.
Sorcerers work off charisma, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought sorcerers worked off intelligence as well. Good to know. Might be slightly metagaming, maybe a little, but I feel like
Whatever.
Kit would also know this, so...
I would say because charisma isn't, like, stats aren't real in
No, I
real
know.
life. So you would get the idea that it is force of will and personality that makes sorcerers tick rather than sort of experience as your magic works.
Yeah. Or being friends with bunny rabbits and trees.
Sure.
I'm so glad I prepared Speak with Plants.
Yeah.
That's going to help
Ain't
us
that
a lot.
some shit. All right, so Wells leads you guys forward
To another
down
well?
the.
Yep. And he gets distracted and he just stares.
As soon as he walks up to the well, he's like, well. That's 3 wells. That's
Wow.
4 wells.
All right,
'Cause
listen,
me
you
too.
motherfuckers. You keep this up, and I'm gonna start docking hit points.
Oh, okay.
Son of a bitch. There we go. That should do
My
it.
loneliness.
Sing that as Cher. My loneliness is killing me. Yeah.
I love that
Money.
I love that an impersonation of Cher falls somewhere between
Brr.
like it
Cher
falls
and
somewhere between
Shakira.
Cher
Like
and
Creed
like Elvis and Shakira.
and, like,
it's like
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Anyway.
Wells leads you guys down the way. This black bit in the little is the sort of dip in the floor. I'm gonna say you guys are a little further back. There we go. And in this chamber, at the very end, Marin, you see a rather
Cindy.
familiar sight.
Oh my god. Cindy's got green round glasses. She fucking Elton
Yeah.
John.
She's totally the villain. That's how you
Oh
know.
my god.
Let me blow up her picture for you. Real quick.
Goddamn, we're fighting Elton John. Yep.
Ain't
Yep.
you?
Totally the villain.
Yep. Rocket
Never
Man.
any doubt.
God damn it, both of you, shut up. You get to the end of the tunnel where Wells is a fair bit ahead of you guys, and he comes to stop at the edge of what is a familiar sight for Marin. While it is not as big as the chamber you remember from Tuldunost, it is laid out similarly, though this is a square cistern instead of a round one. You see a large red pool in a sort of pyramid-shaped, at least you think it's pyramid-shaped, going down to the bottom, sort of hole set into the floor. And it has these bridges that go up from each side and join in the middle on a square decorated platform. Standing all around the outside of this cistern, I need to find them real quick,
Oh no. She's got lackeys.
are people in black cloaks.
Oh, they'll be easy to kill. That's fine.
Don't say that.
Oh, black cloaks. It's fine. That's nothing.
God.
Don't worry. It's fine. Just wait till I summon 16 badgers to save us all. It is fine.
Yeah.
Go, badger friends!
Go! Claw attack!
Yeah, just like, ah! Like the whole time.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Now I can think of his avatar, just like summon 8 badger moles.
Badger moles. Yeah.
And standing in the center on either side of a white-cloaked Cynthia,
Oh boy.
you see some familiar faces.
Oh no.
Oh god.